welcome back to Cooking with Gerald. My name is Gerald. Today I'm making tuna casserole 100% from scratch. I'm going to make my own bechamel sauce or mushroom sauce or whatever you want to call it to add into the casserole. The ingredients that we're going to need are some button mushrooms, or if you like to use portobello, you can use those sliced. About 2 stalks of celery diced, a half of a small onion, and 3 large cloves of garlic, about a 1/4 cup of green peas, some margarine or butter, about 4 tablespoons, a can of tuna in water, some sharp cheddar cheese, some Velveeta cheese, heavy whipping cream, your egg noodles, and then your seasonings to your taste. I'm actually making a small casserole. That's why I only have 1 can of tuna. So to get started, what I'm going to do is go ahead and get the water going for the pasta, which I already got going on. It's already bubbling. It's ready to go. So I'm going to drop the pasta down in the water and then go ahead and saute the veggies. And be right back. So we're going to cook the noodles for about 7 minutes, which is according to the package instructions, but we want not to cook it for the full time. Leave a couple of minutes off because we're going to be cooking the casserole in the oven, so you want them al dente. Go ahead and add the celery, my onions, and mushrooms, and that's in 2 tablespoons of butter or margarine. Also, you're going to need 2 tablespoons of flour to mix your roux up. Alright, we're going to cook these and let these sweat out until they become translucent, and the mushrooms pretty much have been broken down and the liquid has come out of them. So it's going to be like about 5 to 7 minutes. So when we get finished with that, we'll be right back. Alright, so it's been about 5 minutes. And as you can see, the veggies have sweated down. So what I'm going to do is transfer those into a bowl and set them aside. And go ahead and start our roux. Alright, so I have 2 tablespoons of butter. I forgot to add the garlic. I guess I'll go ahead and add it in here with my roux. Or actually I'll do it afterwards. Go ahead and add flour. We just want to cook this until we can cook the raw flour taste out of it. In the meantime, the noodles are done. Go ahead and drain these. Alright, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to add about a 1/2 cup of water. This is going to be some of the water from the pasta. And then we'll add the cream. You're going to add that in slowly. Just like that. Turn that down. And the reason you want to add it like this slowly at first is so that it doesn't clump up. Alright, so now that I got that on, go ahead and add my cream. That's about a cup of cream. I'll go ahead and stir this until it thickens up. If you don't want to use cream, you don't have to. I like heavy cream. That's why I put a little water in there to kind of thin it out a little bit. You can use milk or you can use half and half. It's whatever you choose to use. Put my whisk. Go ahead and let this simmer until it comes up to a boil and thickens up. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and drop my seasonings. I'm going to add about half a teaspoon of garlic powder, a half teaspoon of onion powder, about a half a teaspoon of accents. It's a flavor enhancer, wakes up the flavor of the food. About a teaspoon of pepper, black pepper, and a teaspoon of the complete seasoning. The cheese that I'm using, the Velveeta, has a lot of salt in it, so I'm not going to add any salt. I might add some Old Bay seasoning. It kind of depends on how it tastes after I add the Velveeta cheese in. So I'm going to go ahead and let that simmer. I'm going to go ahead and throw my garlic in because I forgot to saute it with my other veggies. Let that simmer until it comes up to a boil and thickens up. Alright, so now that this is thickened up, get it nice and thick. I'm going to go ahead and add in the sauteed veggies. Take the whisk out, don't need that anymore. Stir the veggies in. Look at that. Nice cream sauce. Alright, and what I'm going to do is add in, I have this, you can buy these Velveeta packets. You can get them individually at the Dollar Tree, or you can purchase a box of them from like Walmart. They're like about $1 a piece, or I think $3 for the box at Walmart. Anyway, I'm going to add about half of this and see how it tastes, because I don't want it too cheesy, but I want some cheese. All right. Stir this until it comes together. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is taste it. See if I need to add any more seasonings to it. And no, I don't. But you know what? Yeah, I do. I'm going to add a little bit of the Old Bay. Probably like about a half a teaspoon. And that's it. So we'll give it that little seafood flavor. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is add a can of tuna. If you want to use the white albacore tuna, you can. I like just a regular good old fashioned tuna that I grew up on. Add the tuna with the water included from the can. If you don't want to add the water, you can drain it off. It's your preference. This is my tuna casserole, so I'm going to make it the way I want to make it. If you don't want to make yours this way, you can drain it. Go ahead and break that up. And get it stirred around up in here. If you don't like tuna, you can also use chicken. Like get some canned chicken, or cut up some boneless, skinless chicken breast, or boneless, skinless chicken thighs. Make the chicken casserole the same way. Or you can use salmon. You can substitute it for whatever you want, whatever type of protein that you like. All right, so let me go ahead and get a spoon out again and give it another taste. Oh yeah, oh yeah. See, the reason why I did put the tuna, the juice that came with the tuna, is because it's full of flavor and it gives the sauce a lot of flavor. Go ahead and throw in my frozen peas. You can put in more or less, depends on you and what you like. I don't like a whole bunch of peas, so I'm not going to put a whole bunch of peas in mine. Also, I'm going to add about a half a cup of cheddar cheese. And this cheese actually is a mix of, it's called triple cheddar cheese from Walmart. It's Vermont cheddar, sharp cheddar, and mild cheddar. This is about a half a cup. Turn the stove off. Now it's time to add the noodles. Fold the sauce into the noodles, or the noodles into the sauce. Look at that, look at that. Make sure all the noodles are coated with that good sauce. Now, this really is done. You can actually serve this stovetop like this, like you would like a hamburger helper or tuna helper or what have you. Or you can put it in a casserole dish, which is what I'm about to do. So I've got my casserole dish all buttered up. Look at all of that. Man, oh man, oh man. Alright, so as you can see, even with making that small amount, I made too much. So what I'm going to do is put the rest of it in the container, a freezer container, and put it in the freezer. Make sure that it's airtight. Put it in the freezer, and when I get ready to eat some again, all I have to do, pull it out and put it in the oven. The aluminum pans that you get from the Dollar Tree, the aluminum pans you get from Dollar Tree, you can get several different sizes, from really small ones to medium and large ones. I usually get the real small ones so that I can prep meals like this, put them inside of them, and then cover them with either the plastic dome lid that comes with them, or you can just take saran wrap and wrap it about 5 or 6 times around it and then put it in the freezer. Set it in the refrigerator the night before you're going to cook it, so that it'll unthaw by the next evening, and just pop it in the oven. So what I'm going to do is add some cheese on top of this. And you can also add breadcrumbs or crackers on top. I'm not doing that. I was going to add some, what do you call those? Some panko breadcrumbs. I don't think I am. Just going to add the cheese on the top. And put this in the oven on 375. Or, you know, I put it in the oven on 400 for about 15 to 20 minutes. Just enough to melt the cheese, because the inside is already cooked and you don't want to overcook it, otherwise it'll dry out. So we'll be back after it's done. Alright guys, the tuna casserole is done. I did go ahead and sprinkle about 2 tablespoons of panko breadcrumbs on top, and sprayed a little olive oil spray on top of those to get them brown. You don't have to do that. You can take about a tablespoon of butter or margarine and mix them in with the panko breadcrumbs after it melts and sprinkle them on top. But look at that nice, cheesy, crispy looking crust. Look at it just bubbling. I know you see it. Look at it. So what I'm going to do is let this sit for about 15 to 20 minutes, and then I'll come back and serve some up. Alright, so it's cooled down some. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and serve me up some. Serve me up some. Look at that, still hot. Look at that. Look at those tuna and noodles. Look at it. Man, it looks so juicy. Now for the taste. This one is crisp. You hear that crunch? Man, oh man. This is really, really good. I hope you guys try the recipe. Please let me know how yours turned out in the comment section. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to leave comments. If you have any questions, or if there's something that you'd like me to prepare, leave it in the comment section. Don't forget to share the video with your family, friends, peers, relatives, whoever wants to learn how to cook, or whoever's a foodie. And also don't forget to select the notification bell so that every time I do upload a new video, you'll be notified. Once again, thanks for watching. Be safe, be blessed, and we'll be back next time.